Good day, and welcome to the Impact Investing Show with your host, Samuel Ikhinmwin. Guys, listen, if you are ready for today's show, let me just see in the comments straight up. Let me see in the comments, I'm ready, okay? I need to see those two words, I'm ready. Today's show, episode 67, we've got no time to waste. We've got so much to go through. And guys, I just want to give you massive value on today's show because we're going to be speaking specifically about how to go from zero property deals. Okay, so if you are someone who's got property deals, you've had property deals, you might have a portfolio of 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 properties. This strategy I'm going to share with you in today's episode is going to show you how to levitate your portfolio from the 12 to the 24, from the 24 to the 36, and so forth and so forth. And if you are like many of my viewers who are right at the start of your property investing journey, and maybe you've only got 1, 2, or maybe even no, 0 properties, like you saw on the thumbnail, today's show, we're going to be speaking about how you go from 0 property deals to using a specific strategy I'm going to share, a strategy I've not shared with people before, but it's a strategy that I use and I also teach my coaching clients how to use. And this particular strategy is the income surfing strategy. If you are ready to go, let me see in the chat, ready to go. And let me know, guys. Let me know if you're really ready to go. First and foremost, let me say welcome to the show. If you're brand new, feel free to write the word new in the chat. If you're joining us live, it's great to have you, and it'll be awesome to see you guys. Put in your comments in the chat so we know that you are actually with us on today's journey. Now, for those of you who have been here before, you know what to do. BHB in the chat. Let us know that you've been here before. And I'm going to be happy to welcome you guys, whether you are new or whether you've been here before. Now, guys, for those of you who are new, this is the Impact Investing, Impact Properties channel where you get creative property investing on demand. And what does that mean? I was asked today, this is so funny. I was asked today the question, when you say creative property investing, what do you mean? That's what I was asked today, okay? And it was interesting because it reminded me that not everybody knows what you are talking about when you make a statement. So let me break this down for you guys just a little bit so you guys have a clear understanding of what we mean when we talk about creative property investing. The act of creative property investing is investing in property using creative methodologies, using creative strategies, using creative means. And generally what that means is you can get into property investments using maybe very little of your own money, in some cases using none of your own money, in certain cases using other people's money, in certain cases using terms, structures, strategies rather than your cash. Let me get it out so you guys know. Samuel Ikhinmwin is here for you today without necessarily using your cash. Now, guys, in today's show is episode 67. Okay, and like I've shared with you guys who are brand new, this is the place where you get creative property investing on demand. I'm going to share with you guys real quickly what we've been covering on some of our previous episodes. So those of you who are new will know exactly whether this is the place for you to stay or whether you need to go. In one of our previous episodes, we spoke about the 3 keys to every sale. I broke down not 1, not 2, but 3 keys that you can use as a property investor in order to help you move further faster in your property investing journey. Now, the way you are supposed to use those keys is by taking full advantage of those keys in order to improve your negotiation skills, in order to improve your negotiation tactics. And what that will do, okay, in due course, is that will put you in pole position in order for you to take advantage of the property opportunities that come your way. Okay, so that is what we spoke about in one of our previous episodes, the 3 keys to every sale. Another episode, I spoke about 4 ways that you can improve your property investing journey. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 ways that you and I can improve our property investing journey. Guys, if you're just hearing what I'm talking about and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, Samuel, I need to go watch those episodes. Listen, when we finish today's episode 67, be true to yourself and go and plug into some of those previous episodes where we have given immense value on the Impact Show. Now, another episode, I'll give you another episode, okay? Because I'm patiently waiting for my guys to be writing ready to go in the chat and to be letting me know if they're new or if they've been here before. So let me know, guys. Let me know if you are ready to go. Let me see the term ready to go in the chat. All right, now, another episode, previous episode, next generation property success. This was episode 65, okay? And it was kind of like a celebratory episode where in episode 65, I broke down with you guys, not just the value in terms of our contribution to the next generation in our property journey, but I went even a step further and started to share with you guys the contribution that the next generation are actually making right now, right here and now, to us in our property investing journey. So that is definitely an episode which might get a Grammy Award winning prize. Go and check that episode out. Next Generation Property Success. That was another previous episode which was absolutely powerful. Now, in today's episode, what we're going to be speaking about is the income surfing strategy. I'm going to be breaking it down for you guys. I hope you've got your notepads, your iPads, your pens, your papers. Like I said, just write ready to go in the chat so I know you're ready to go. Make sure you got your highlighters. Make sure you have all your resources, your styluses, styli, whatever they're called. Make sure you have all your resources and you are ready to go for tonight's show. Like I said, we are going to be speaking about the income surfing strategy for you to go from no deals to multiple property profitable deals. Okay. And guys, I'm telling you, this is extremely important for those of you who definitely want to move further faster in your property investing journey. Now, let me jump straight in. Okay. If it's your first time of meeting me, my name is Samuel Ikhinmwin. I am your tour guide on this journey of creative property investing. This is the Impact Property Show. And if you don't know how we got here to 67 episodes, it's quite simple. I used to host one of the largest property investment networking events in the UK. We would have over 100 people attend our networking event on a month-to-month basis. And in March of 2020, okay, due to lockdowns and other aspects of things that took place, we unfortunately were unable to continue having our live networking event. So what we did is we had to find a new way to help and support the people that we were helping supporting on a regular basis. So I said to my team, guys, look, I'm still getting people direct message me. I'm still getting people message me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Snapchat properly. So I was just getting a whole bunch of messages all over the place. Okay. WhatsApp, text message, etc. Where people were basically saying, Samuel, look, I've got this issue in my property journey. I'm struggling through this thing. What can I do? And what I wanted to do is I just wanted to help them to strategize, because that's what I do. I'm a property strategist. I wanted to help them to strategize. And I said to my team, look, guys, when we had the networking event, we'd have 20 people, 30 people at the end of every event waiting for me to speak to me. Now we don't have the networking event. I've got multiple people just messaging me, asking me, reaching out. What do we do now? And the team said something extremely powerful. They said, Samuel, I know what we can do. All we've got to do is make ourselves available on a regular basis in order to help people strategize through the storm. And thus, the first embryonic stage of the Impact Property Show was born. And that was a strategy in the storm that we ran a number of episodes from. And then we transitioned because we realized that if you just take all of the value we're giving you on each of these live shows, you can actually successfully go out there and invest in property. So we transitioned the show into a series really about how to invest in property, because that's what we're teaching you guys. That's what we're giving you guys. We're giving you guys the keys to your property investment vehicle. And as I usually say on some of my short videos, small keys can open up very big doors. I want you to write that down and I want you to remember that. Okay, you heard that here first. Small keys can open up very big doors. Now listen, guys, if you are at any stage of your journey with us throughout this show, getting value, what I'd like you to do is press the like button. Side by side with that, if at any point throughout this show you say to yourself, you know what, I like this, I need to be here more often, what I want you to do in that stage is make sure you hit that subscribe button. By hitting the subscribe button, what you do is you tell YouTube, look, I want to be a part of this community. I want to be able to get more value. I want to be able to learn every single time Samuel and his team drop a new video. I want to be able to have access to that video so I can learn that content. And that's very simple for you to do, guys. It's not something hard for you to do. All you've got to do, okay, is hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. There's no charge. Okay, you can hit subscribe if you get value from today's show. Now, another thing I'm going to ask you to do, if you get value on today's show, because today's show, what I'm sharing with you is what I call an insider technique. Okay, it's an insider technique, and I don't usually share insider techniques on the show. So, because usually on the show, we got a number of questions coming in, etc. So if you think that it's worth sharing the insider technique with other people, what I'd like you to do is hit the share button. Under the YouTube screen, there's usually an arrow which tells YouTube that you are willing to share this content to your Facebook friends, family, and followers, or to your YouTube friends, family, and followers, and any other platform you want to use. So look, I want to encourage you. Okay, if you get value from today's show, which I know is going to be extremely valuable for you, what I'd love for you to do is hit the share button the minute you get that value. Okay, now that's what I think is a great deal. Okay, if that's a great deal, let me see the term ready to go in the chat. Okay, if that's a great deal, let me see the term ready to go in the chat. That's the deal I think we should make today. With me, your host, and you guys as the viewers today, the deal we are making is if at any point you get value, if you hear something today and you're like, I never thought of that before, or you hear something today and you're like, I can definitely use that in my journey. If you hear something in today's live stream and you're like, Samuel, thank you for giving me that, all I ask you to do is hit that share button and share this with your friends, your families, and your followers so they can also be a part of what we are doing. Now, on this show, we don't ask for much. Okay, we don't ask for much. So what I'm gonna say is, why don't you just jump into the comments and say hi and let me know who you are and where you're tuning in from. If you are tuning in for the first time, write the word new in the chat. But if you're someone who's been here before, then write BHB in the chat so we know you've been here before. Guys, like I said, this is the channel where you get creative property investing on demand. Now, lastly, just to mention before we jump straight into all of the value for tonight's show, okay, we have our donation link in the description of the video. If you are the kind of person who has a question that you'd like to be answered right here, right now, live, and you've donated through the link that's in the description, which I believe is impactproperties.co.uk/donation, what I'd love you to do is just put a £sign before your question. And by putting a £sign before your question, what you will be doing is telling the YouTube community that I'm not only a donator, but I got questions to be answered. I got my man Oluyinka in the chat. He says, I've been here before. Oluyinka, great to have you on the show. I got Samantha Jane who says new. Samantha Jane, welcome to the show. You will get value here, so feel free to buckle your seatbelt. Make sure you've got your pen, paper, notepad, iPad, stylus, and you are ready to take notes and learn how to go from 0 property deals, if that's your situation, to multiple income generating property deals, or to go from multiple income generating property deals to way more income generating property deals. And I've got also Ikhinmwin in the chat who says value. As always, this show will have value for the community. So guys, are you ready to go? If you're ready to go, let me see the term ready to go in the chat. Let me see the term ready to go in the chat, and let us go 100,000 miles per hour. Should we go 100,000 miles per hour, or should we stay safe in the limit of 50? You tell me, guys. You tell me, what speed should we go on today's show? You let me know, guys. It's a show for you. What speed should we go on today's show? I got Maria in the chat who says, been here before. Maria, great to have you on the show again. Always a pleasure. Every single one of you guys who join us on the show. So guys, let me know if you're ready to go. Let me see the word ready to go in the chat. If you're ready to go, let me see the term ready to go in the chat. And if you are ready to go, send me the speed. Let me know how fast we should go. I got Maria saying ready to go already. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, let me know if you're ready to go in the chat, and let me know what speed we should go on tonight's show. Let me know, guys. Tonight's show is going to be very, very powerful for you guys. I got Sarah who says ready to, Samantha who says ready to go in the chat. Guys, it looks like you guys are ready to go. I'm feeling this. Let me know if you're ready to go if you haven't already, and let me know what speed we should go on tonight's show. Now, let me jump into the disclaimer because I'm ready to go. The disclaimer states all information provided and results given are exemplary. Each person's results may vary or differ. Results are based on consistent. I said consistent. Guys, the strategy I'm going to teach you tonight, use it consistently. But check this out. Results are based on consistent implementation of strategies, and we advise that you, yes, you always seek legal and financial advice from a qualified professional. So today's show, we're going to be speaking about the income surfing strategy. Now, like I said, guys, I hope you are truly ready to go. I hope you've got your notepad, your iPad, your stylus, your pen, your tablet, and you're ready to take notes, because As we talk about the income surfing strategy, I'm going to be sharing some things with you, some insights with you guys that some of you have never heard of. All right. And I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I got Ikhinmwin in the chat who says ready to go. I got Ikhinmwin in the chat who says ready to go and gives me the speed 100 miles per hour with no brakes. I'm leaving that on the screen for a little while until I see a better comment. I'm leaving that on the screen. Guys, give me a better comment than what Ikhinmwin just said. Ikhinmwin, thank you. We love you and we love those kind of comments. Listen, guys, let's jump in 100 miles per hour, no break. Let's talk about surfing. As we talk about this strategy on today's show, the income surfing strategy, what I want you to do, let's even start here. Have you heard of this strategy before? Okay. Yes is a Y in the chat. No is an N in the chat. Let me know. Have you heard of this strategy before? I thought I was going to go 50 miles per hour, but because Ikhinmwin has asked me to go 100 miles per hour, I want to start from whether you guys are even cognizant of what we're about to talk about. Have you heard of the income surfing strategy before as it pertains to property investing? Okay. Because this is what we're going to be breaking down on to this show. We're going to be breaking that down today. We're going to be breaking down exactly what is the income surfing strategy. Okay. And if you take good notes today, you're going to be able to go out tomorrow morning, maybe even this evening, depending on how diligent you are, and utilize this strategy straight away. Because I can guarantee you one thing, most people are not employing this strategy. Now, in order to help us all, I'm going to do a few other things on this show today. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys clear insights, okay? Clear insights, not vague insights, clear insights, okay? As I usually do, I jump into news articles, but in today's show, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing with you guys clear insights from the mainstream media to show you why this strategy is so important. Maria says, no, she has not heard of the income surfing strategy before. We are going to be utilizing this. Okay, we're going to be utilizing this to help you guys shift your property journey to a whole nother level. Guys, let me tell you this. You need this. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that right now. You need this. Okay, you need this. And I'm going to implore you not only to know that you need this, but to also use this. Okay, because this is the kind of strategy that can transform your property investing journey. I'm going to say that one more time because we have to go 100 miles per hour. This is the type of strategy that will help you transform your property investing journey. These are the kind of strategies that I use, guys, which is the reason why I'm not like most other investors, which is the reason why I can win, and keep on winning. And people keep wondering, how does this guy keep on winning? Why is this guy so positive all the time? Why is this guy so motivated and pumped all the time? I get so much motivation when I listen to Samuel. Samuel, I can win really is Samuel, I can win. How comes? This is why. Because, guys, I do not follow the crowds. I want you to understand that if you're part of this channel, if you're with us on the road to 1,000 subscribers, okay? If you haven't hit subscribe and you're not part of that first 1,000 guys and you're watching the live shows, you need to reconsider. But if you're on this road with us to the first 1,000 subscribers, you are going to clearly understand from the content we put out here why we keep winning. We keep winning because we do not follow the crowd. But let's go in. Oh my gosh, Maria's put in the same thing. 100 miles per hour. There's no grace, but slow and steady wins the race. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm still feeling Ikhinmwin is a little bit more, Maria. I do apologize. So, guys, if I get a better comment, Ikhinmwin's comment can come down. But until then, we're leaving it right there. Ready to go, 100 miles per hour, no brakes. So let's jump in. On tonight's show, we're talking about the income surfing strategy. Maria's already told us she hasn't heard of it. Let us know in the chat if you haven't already. Have you heard of the income surfing strategy as it pertains to property? If your answer is no, just put an N in the chat. If your answer is yes, put a Y in the chat, okay? There's no judgment here. This isn't about who's got the biggest head or who's got the biggest knowledge. It's not about that. We're all here to learn and develop. I'm here to learn and develop, okay? I learn from my viewers, okay? Why? Because I'm humble enough to do so, all right? So let's all learn together. But let me know in the chat, guys, besides Maria, if you have ever heard of the income surfing strategy as it pertains to property. Samantha says no. All right, guys, chat is there for the community to be built. Let us know in the chat. Now, in order for us to go into the income surfing strategy, I need to share a few things with you guys for you guys to write down, take notes, and understand how this all works. Okay, it's really important. And look, guys, I take notes too. You might think, oh, Samuel's just telling us to write notes. Listen, I take notes too. Look, just look right here. See, this is my journal, guys, full up of notes. Why? Because I take notes too. And I want you to remember that. As you deal with the Impact Properties channel, I want you to remember Samuel takes notes too. Samuel doesn't just ask me to take notes. He also takes notes too. All right. So let's go deeper into this. The first thing we're going to talk about is surfing. Let's talk about surfing a little bit. Now, because most of the viewers of this channel are based in the UK, many of us don't have a clear, deep understanding of what surfing is, okay? Now, I'm not here to teach you about surfing. I swim, okay? So I'm very much into swimming, not necessarily as much into surfing, but surfing is a great way for us to understand the strategy that I'm going to be sharing with us in this show. So I want you to understand, we're going to start by talking about surfing. Now, the first thing I want you to understand about surfing is a little bit different to our normal way of living, okay? In our normal way of living, we live on shore, okay? I want you to write that down. That's your first key word. We live on shore. Now, what do I mean by we live on shore? Well, we live on the land, okay? We live on the land. You see, human beings generally tend to live on the land. Now, I'll come back to that. But we live on the land. We live on shore. Surfing takes place where, guys? If we live on shore, let me know in the chat, guys, where surfing takes place. Does surfing take place on the shore? Okay. Does surfing take place on the shore? Let me know in the chat, guys. And like I said, if you get value at any time throughout this evening session, I want you to hit that like button, press subscribe, and do all the rest of the good stuff to tell YouTube that this is the kind of stuff more than just you needs to be watching. Now listen, guys, first and foremost, okay, surfing does not take place on the shore. Okay, so I want you to think about it for yourself. When you think about surfing, okay, we're all on shore, but where are the surfers? Tell me in the chat, where are the surfers? The chat is right here, guys. Tell me in the chat, where are the surfers? Are the surfers on shore? Or are the surfers somewhere else? That's the first thing I want us to think about. First key word, onshore versus where the surfers really are. Okay? The second thing I want to bring to your attention as we talk about surfing to set us up to understand the income surfing strategy that we're going to use in our property journeys in order to generate more wealth, build more sustainable foundations, in order for us to do the kind of stuff I do, spend more time with your family, homeschool your children, whatever it is for you. I don't know what it is for you. Okay. I'm an avid Bible reader. Because of the income I generate from property, I get to read my Bible more often. I get to read my Bible every day. Why? Because I invest in property. Now, there's some people who tune into this. There's some people who follow me. There's some people who watch my content and don't realize that there are small things like just reading a bit more books, reading a few more books, okay, which you get to do when you generate your own income, when your business generates enough income for you to live on your terms. I want you to think about that, okay? Maria said in the chat, online, okay? I wouldn't say online, okay? I love Ikhinmwin's. Ikhinmwin, you are running the show today. I'm going to put this on as well. Hopefully it will show. Yes, it shows. Ikhinmwin says the surfing takes place with the waves. It takes place with the water. She's giving us some emojis. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Guys, let me know if you understand what I'm talking about, okay? Because what I want you to understand, Maria says it in the sea. I want you to understand something, guys. I want you to understand something. Most people are on the shore. Surfing takes place offshore. Okay? So you just write that down. Onshore versus offshore. Offshore. Am I onshore or am I offshore? Okay? You see, on the land is where most people are. You know why? Because it's convenient. You know why? Because it's comfortable. Thank you, Samantha. Samantha throws it in the chat. Offshore. Because it's convenient. Because it's comfortable. Guys, I can go in and on this one. I can go in and on this one. You see, surfing does not take place on the shore. It doesn't take place on the land. It doesn't take place where everybody else is. Surfing takes place offshore. I want you to think about that, guys, as we start to dabble into this. Understand these central tenets. You will set yourself up in order to use this strategy in such a successful and getting tongue twisted there, and advantaged way to other people you know who are in property. So the first thing is property investing, specifically using the strategy we're going to be talking about, works a little bit different to what most people are doing. So just to start with, we asked the question, where does surfing take place? Samantha said it in the chat. It takes place offshore. Let me tell you something. That's the first key to the strategy we're breaking down. You see, when you want to start surfing, when you want to start doing certain things, you need to be in a different environment, in a different place than everybody else. Okay? You need to be offshore. Surfing doesn't take place onshore, it takes place offshore. All right? I'm going to say this to you because, guys, you see, E Cosmeo said 100 miles per hour, no brakes. So I'm going to throw this out there to you. I want you guys to resonate with this. You need to be in the sea and not on the beach. Okay? Because as I start to break down this strategy, what I want you to understand is that positioning, placement, all of the key concepts I'm going to be sharing with you guys are fundamental for this. You need to be in the sea and not on the shore, not on the beach. You see, what do people do in the beach? They relax, they chill, they kick back. You see, the people who are in the sea surfing, setting themselves up for the surf, do you know what they're doing? They're paying attention. They are conscious. Okay, most people, when they sunbathe unconsciously. That's why so many people get sunburned. Okay, you need to write that down. Someone's getting value right now. If you're getting value, let me see the word value in the chat. Guys, sometimes I drop these bombs and I think to myself, why do you just value bomb your community like this? You know, look, I told you all, guys, I tell you up front, I prepare you up front. Have a pen, have a paper, have a notepad, have a journal, have an iPad, have a tablet. Why do you think I tell you all this stuff up front? Because when you get value bombed, I want you guys to be able to embrace the value bomb and not just feel like, oh, it's too much. Samuel's hitting me again. Guys, listen. This is for you guys to grow, for you guys to move further, faster in your property investing journey. All right. You see, when people are on the beach, when people are on the shore, a lot of the time they're relaxed. A lot of the time they're laid back. A lot of the time they're on chill. And because they're on chill, because they're relaxed, because they're laid back, they miss some of the greatest opportunities that are right in front of them. Samuel Ikhinmwin does not want you to miss some of the greatest opportunities in property that are right in front of you. I do not want you guys to miss some of the greatest property opportunities that are right in front of you guys. And I'll tell you simply why I don't. It's a selfish reason. Guys. I'm going to be honest with you. It's selfish. Sometimes I get a bit selfish. Is that okay? The selfish reason that I don't want you to miss some of the greatest opportunities that are right in front of you is because I don't want to miss the greatest opportunities in front of me. You see, some people won't tell you that, but I'm that transparent. I'm that honest. I'll tell you the truth. I don't want to miss the greatest opportunities in front of me. I don't want to miss the opportunity to manifest my purpose in my life. I don't want to miss the opportunity to manifest the vision that I have from God in my life. I don't want to miss the opportunity. Guys, I don't want to miss the opportunity. And because I don't want to miss the opportunity, do you know what I do? I go out there and I sow skills, strategies, insights, coaching into the life of other people so they don't miss the opportunity. That's what I do. Because I don't want to miss the opportunity, I make sure that you guys don't miss the opportunity. And guys, that's why I do it. It's slightly selfish, but it is what it is. Slightly selfish, but it is what it is. That's the reason why I will be so transparent. That's the reason why I'll give you so much value on a live show when it's absolutely free for my free 99 bunch. That's the reason I give so much value, because I understand I don't want to miss the opportunity. I don't want to miss my opportunity, guys. Okay? And I hope you don't want to miss your opportunity too. And that's the reason why, hopefully, we're rocking together. That's the reason why, hopefully, you hit the subscribe button. That's the reason why, hopefully, you watch the videos when we put them out each week. We just put a video out on Friday, breaking down a concept, why people really can't sell their homes. You need to go watch that video after this live stream. Why am I telling you that? Because I don't want you to miss the opportunity, guys. Let's go further. Can we go further? Okay. Can I go deeper? Let me see the word deep in the chat if I can go deeper, guys. Let me know if I can go deeper. Can I go deeper, guys? Can I go deeper? Guys, most people are onshore. And most people onshore miss the great opportunities. And because they miss the great opportunities, the things they need, the things they want, a lot of the time eludes them. the time they want to spend with their spouse. You see, I was on a journey throughout 2018, 2019, and 2020. And that journey I was on throughout 2018 to 2020 was the sack your spouse journey, sack your spouse's boss journey. Okay? I was trying to get women and men to sack their spouse's boss. That was my journey, 2018, 2019, 2020. The moment I left full-time employment, okay, a number of years ago, I realized that the power that I had to sack my wife's boss, the power that I had to sack my own boss in the education sector that I was in, was so powerful. I didn't want to hand it to other people. I wanted to give other people that same power. I wanted to say, listen, Maria, you can sack your husband's boss. I wanted to say, listen, Maria, you can sack your boss. I wanted to say, Samantha, you can sack your boss. I wanted to empower people. Ikhinmwin, if you have a boss, you can sack your boss. Listen, I wanted to empower people with the same empowerment I received a number of years ago when I left my job because of the property investment revenue I was making. And it's funny because one of the foundational parts, which I've obviously shared with you here today about the strategy we're talking about today, is exactly one of the things I had to do all of those years back. I had to get to a place where I understood that I can't just be onshore. I've got to be offshore. I've got to be in the sea and not on the beach. I want you to think about that, guys. The next thing, as we talk about surfing, which is important for this strategy to understand, is I alluded to this a moment ago, but I want to go deeper into this. You guys are saying deeper, deeper, deeper in the chat. I'm seeing your statements, guys. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your support. As you say, deeper, deeper, deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. You see, I alluded to this a moment ago, and I shared with you guys that when you are on shore, those people are relaxed. Those people are chilling out. Those people are sunbathing. You see, the people that are offshore, that are in the sea, do you know what those people are doing? They are attempting to identify the wave. Okay, I want to say that one more time. They are attempting to identify the wave. Let me tell you something. Your life would be extremely different if you spent more of your time trying to identify the wave. And this is why we're talking about the income surfing strategy in today's show. They're out there trying to identify the wave. What does that mean about them? That means they're paying attention. What does that mean about them? That means that they're looking. You see, the Bible says something powerful. Matthew chapter 7, it says, seek and ye shall. Someone let me know in the chat what it says. Seek and ye shall. Matthew chapter 7. Tell me, guys, because it relates to property. You see, there's so many people who think the Bible doesn't relate to property, who thinks life doesn't relate. Listen, it relates to, it all relates. It's all connected, guys. Seek and ye shall. Someone tell me in the chat. Ikhinmwin, come on. The drama is just here right now, guys. Ikhinmwin, powerful comment, says, offshore like Canvey Islands. Panama offshore, question mark. No. Okay, great question. I'm not talking like that. What I'm talking about is on land versus on sea. That's what I'm talking about. On land versus on sea. And I'm going to use this to really go deeper. Look, Ikhinmwin says it in the chat, find. Maria says it in the chat, find. That's it. Matthew chapter 7. It says, seek and ye shall find. You guys have got this. You guys have got this. I've got the greatest audience in the world right now. Guys, let me tell you something. The surfer is firstly not onshore. They are offshore. They're in the sea. They're not on the land. They're somewhere different to everyone else. Secondarily, what does the surfer do? They don't do what I do. I'm a swimmer. Okay, I'm not a professional swimmer, but I swim. Those who know me know Samuel likes to swim. I swim. My dad raised me from very young to swim. We used to go swimming pools when I was quite young. And I've just carried that on throughout my life as an adult, as a married man, as a husband, as a father. I've continued to go swimming when I can. But the reason I'm bringing this up, I want you to understand there's a difference between a surfer and a swimmer. A swimmer is not looking for a wave. Guys, this is why I had to come with this value for you guys today, because I wanted you to understand. As a swimmer, I realized swimmers may be in the sea. Thank you, Maria. Surfers may be in the sea. Guys, I hope you're seeing this. All right. Swimmers may be in the sea. Surfers be in the sea. But irrespective of the fact that swimmers may be in the sea and surfers may be in the sea, the two parties are looking for two different things. Listen to this. The surfer is looking to identify the wave. The swimmer doesn't want to see a wave. The swimmer's not looking for a wave. The swimmer's trying to keep away from the wave. The surfer is looking for the wave. Where's the wave at? Where's the wave at? Listen, guys, let me know if you're getting value. Write the word value in the chat if you're getting value. Because, guys, I think you should be getting value already. That's my own thought. But you let me know. You let me know. This show's for you guys. It's not for me. The swimmer's not looking for the wave. The surfer looks for the wave. You see, so what I'm breaking down for you, hopefully you can see it. Actually, maybe I should come back to it. Let me give it to you. Let me give it to you guys. I'll give you this nugget. Let me tell you this. You see, the thing I'm breaking down for you, I hope you understand, is this. Most people are on shore. Less people are offshore. But of the people that are offshore in the sea, there are some who are swimmers. And there are some who are surfers. The swimmers are in the sea. The surfers are in the sea. But the surfers are attempting to identify a wave, whilst the swimmers do not even want to know if there's a wave. They want to stay away from the wave. If there is a wave, they're not going towards it. Somebody just picked up what I'm putting down. Let me share the last thing with you before we start breaking this down into the property sphere. The last key component I want you to understand, I've got to teach you a word in order for you to understand this. In the world of surfing, there is a word called the pocket. There is a term known as the pocket. Okay, the pocket. You know what a pocket is, okay? Most of us have them on our trousers. Sometimes we have them in the ladies have them on their skirts, okay? It's a pocket, all right? Sometimes I go out with my wife, I say, here, hold my phone for a minute, please, wife. Hold my phone for a minute, please, babes. Have you got a pocket? Because you know some women, so a lot of their attire doesn't come with pockets. The word pocket in the world of surfing relates to one thing and one thing alone. Okay, it's not the pocket on your trousers. It's not the pocket on your surf shorts. It's not the pocket on your surf spandex or whatever you're wearing. You see, in the world of surfing, the pocket is that specific central part of the wave. You see, that central part of the wave, I don't know if you've ever seen anyone surfing, okay? If you've seen someone surfing, just put the word yes or the letter Y in the chat. Even if it's on the internet, on TV, I don't mind. I'm not talking about in real life. But if you've ever seen anyone surfing, the pocket is the center part of the wave. It's the part where they want to be. It's the part where when you surf on a wave and you end up under that wave and you're just in that central part, okay? That's the pocket. Okay. Now there's three levels to what I've just shared with you. There's the offshore, the onshore. There's the surfer, the swimmer. Then there's the surfer who's going to hit that wave, ride that wave. There's the surfer who's not going to be able to make that wave. The surfer who's going to hit that wave, ride that wave, he might end up in the pocket, having fun in the pocket of the wave. Why is this so important? Because when we talk about the income surfing strategy, you have to understand those three levels of surfing before you understand exactly where we're going. All right. Why is this so important? Let me share with you. Let me share with you guys. I hope you guys are, I assume you guys are getting value. Let me know in the chat if you're getting value. I want to share something with you guys to help you understand why this is so important as we start to break this down for you guys to a whole nother level. Okay. Steepest part of the wave, Maria says. Thank you, Maria, for sharing. Listen, guys, we got something for you. I'm telling you, today we have something for you. I hope you guys are buckling your seatbelt. Okay. And I'm still with Ikhinmwin's comment, 100 miles per hour, no brakes. Check this out, okay? This is an article from the 21st of July. This is literally 3 days ago, okay? Let me just go into it. I just want to share this with you guys. I want to share with you why what I'm saying to you is so important. Because what happens is a lot of the time people jump on this show. You know, I hope you don't jump on this show for rhetoric. That's the first thing. Like, I hope you're not one of those people who jump on this show. Oh, I like to see Samuel. You know, if you do love to see me, I love to see you guys too. But I mean, like, I hope you jump on this show to really develop your property investing. Now, if you're one of those people who just jump on the show because you like to see Samuel, that's cool. Hit the share button, okay? because there's going to be people in your circle, there's going to be people in your community who really want to know this stuff about property. So let them know. Let them know, because it will help them and it will help you. They'll always come back to you, hopefully, if they're grateful people, like the specific lepers from the story in the Bible. But they should come back to you and thank you, okay? Because when you produce results off of someone else's back value, insights, intellect, intelligence, courses, programs, coaching, mentoring, training, whatever it is, you should always go back and say thank you. You know, I've got students who reach out to me on Facebook and they're like, "Sir, you used to be my teacher. Thank you." You know, and I'm really appreciative. I'm always humbled by that, because it reminds me there's some people out there who are grateful enough to say thank you when they get value. But let's jump in. This is an article from the 21st of July, literally 3 days ago. I'm going to read the headline to you. It says, London property. The London borough with the highest number of empty properties in the capital, worth 1.25, not million, billion pounds. Okay, I'm going to read that again, because some of you don't get this. Some of you don't understand how Samuel says this stuff for months and months and months. And some people tune in and go do what I'm talking about and come back and say, "Samuel, thank you for those results." Some people tune in, they don't do what I'm talking about, and then after, they're still just tuning in. Guys, I don't want you to just tune into this channel to tune in. Yes, we want to hit 1,000 subscribers. Yes, we got our goal of 3,000 subscribers. Yes, one day, hopefully, if the value is there and the community is there, we're going to hit 1 million subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, whatever it is the channel's going to do. But guys, it's not about the channel when I do this stuff. It's about you. Yes, you. You might have just said me, like you. This is about you. This is about the individual who's tuning into this show, who can use what I am giving you guys to change their wealth, to change their life, to change their generational perspective. I do not want your next generation to have questions that you've had when we can solve those questions right here, right now. I hope you understand that. Let's go. London property. The London borough with the highest number of empty properties in the capital, worth 1.25 billion pounds. I want you to understand this. People are going to tell you there's no deals. There's no deals. There's no deals. There are no property deals. This area is saturated. That area is saturated. This is London. This is a specific borough in London with 1.25 billion pounds of empty property. Let's go into the article. Listen to this. Despite homelessness reaching record levels, thousands of properties across London are sitting empty. Let me read that again. I'm not going to go to it, but I'm going to read it again from my mind verbally. It says, despite homelessness hitting record highs, multiple, look at this, thousands of properties across London are sitting empty. Okay, that's interesting. Look at this one. One London borough ranks above all the others with empty property at a value totaling over £1.25 billion. Okay, let's go into the article. You guys need this, because hopefully you guys are going to hear this, see this, and recognize, you know what, Samuel's been helping with this all along. Samuel's been giving me the strategies all along. Samuel's been telling me what to do all along. If only I had just done it. If only I would just do it. If you do, guys, you can still do it today. I'm not saying that the boat has gone. But what I am saying is you need to be active. You need to be active. Don't just listen to this stuff. Do this stuff. If you are going to just listen to this stuff, that's okay. Hit share so someone else who's going to do this stuff can find this stuff. Okay, that's why I asked you guys to hit share. Okay, because I know there's someone out there who, when they see one of these episodes, they're going to be like, wow, this guy gave me this much in just that 2 hours, in that 1 hour and a half. No, I'm on it. I'm doing it. I'm going there. I'm having it. I'm gonna change my family. This guy's helping me. I'm gonna change my family. Samuel's giving it for free. I can win too. I can win too. I love that. Listen, guys, I'm telling you, I'm gonna give myself a round of applause. I can win too. Listen, guys, I'm telling you, it doesn't take much to change your financial situation. Doesn't take much. You see, people think it takes everything. People think it takes so much. Listen, it doesn't take much to change your situation. Cosmios, thank you for that comment. Cosmios says it in the chat, and the government will continue to say that there is a housing shortage. Guys, look, if you've been watching this show for more than 2 episodes and you're still thinking about what the government say, You haven't watched enough episodes. Maybe let me say that. All right, let's jump in. New research. I love this. Guys, I love it. I love the way that society can be lied to again and again. But let's just jump into it. New research has found exactly how many properties across London are currently sitting vacant. According to research put together by Admiral, as many as 29,242 dwellings have been unoccupied for at least 6 months in London, to a collective value of roughly £15 billion. So they're saying from the research they've done, and I know as a statistician, as someone who's done a degree in statistics and also gone on to study a master's in statistics, I know that when they've done these numbers, they have not done these numbers accurately, because you can't. The job of a statistician is to get as close as possible to reality. So they may be estimating this. This may be slightly overestimated, slightly underestimated. I usually assume that it's underestimated, because typically that's what a statistician with wisdom would do. They typically underestimate. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. Even if it's underestimated, let's assume that that the number's right. £15 billion worth of property is left empty in London alone. And people are going to tell me, Samuel, there's no deals out there. Let's keep going. This is why I'm grateful for my coaching clients, because my coaching clients put their money where their mouth is. They say, look, Samuel, I don't care if there's deals or if there's no deals. I'm paying you so I can get deals, because I want to make sure that you're right or I'm right, or I just want to prove it. Okay? And guys, it's easy to prove it. That's why we do these live shows, because we prove it every single week. My London has the breakdown of just which borough has the most of these empty properties, as well as what this means for the city. Okay, check this out. According to the research, the borough with the highest number of vacant homes is Southwark. Okay, Southwark. Is that one of the most expensive boroughs in the UK? In London? No, it's not. Think about this, guys. According to the research, I'm going to read that again. According to the research, the borough with the highest number of vacant homes is Southwark, with 2,358 long-term vacancies at a collective value of £1.25 billion. This is almost double the number of homes in the next highest borough. Camden also has a collective value of £1 billion with 1,445 vacant homes. The rest of the top five features Newham, 1,870, Croydon, 1,546, and Lewisham. Is that one of the most expensive boroughs? 1,421 potentially empty properties. Let me tell you something, guys. All right, Lewisham, Croydon, Newham, Southwark, Camden. Besides the London borough of Camden, all of those other boroughs are probably accessible markets for you to do great property deals, especially if you know what you're doing, especially if you've got tools in your toolbox. Okay, even in Camden, even in Westminster, even in wherever. Okay, but the point I'm making is, if you've told yourself, oh, you can't do deals, let me tell you something. There is £1.25 billion worth of empty property in Southwark alone, according to this research. Okay, I don't want to belabor the point. I don't want to go into this too much. Okay, I just want you guys to understand what I'm talking about. Just want you guys to get an understanding, because when we talk about income surfing, you've got to understand exactly what I'm breaking down here. Okay, all right. Now, if you didn't know that, if you didn't know what I just shared with you from that article, let me know. Let me see in the chat. Didn't know. All right. Now I'm going to share something with you, because Ikhinmwin has alluded to it, but I want you guys to catch this. I want you to catch this. Okay. I want you to catch it, because if you catch this, it's going to help you. It's going to help you on your property journey. Okay. What is Samuel Ikhinmwin getting at with this income? With this income strategy? Yes, guys, you see the children. We're trying to help the children. We're trying to change generations. That picture's a great reminder. What's Samuel Ikhinmwin trying to give you guys right now? Let me tell you what I'm trying to give you. All right. I got Yogesh in the stream. He says, hi, Yogesh. My man Andy jumps in the chat. He says, I didn't know, so thanks. Most welcome, Andy. Let us know, are you new to the stream? If you're new to the channel, let us know by writing the word new in the chat. I got Yogesh in the chat. Yogesh, great to have you on again. Yogesh, let us know if you get value throughout today's stream. Guys, listen, Ikhinmwin alluded to it a moment ago. Okay, Ikhinmwin alluded to it a moment ago, but let me do this, because I don't want to distract you guys. I want to give this to you guys. I want you guys to understand what I'm talking about. So we just read that in the London borough of Southwark alone, there is £1.25 billion worth of property left empty. Do you think you're going to tell someone like Samuel Ikhinmwin there aren't property deals to be had in London again? Okay. We did a video last year. I think it was in 2020. It might have even been earlier. We did a video previously. Are there still property deals in London? If you are based in London, or if you want to invest in London and you haven't seen that video, go and watch that video. It's like 8 minutes, 10 minutes max. It's like 8 minutes long, guys. When this stream ends, when you don't have me live anymore, go watch that video, guys. Go watch that video. Go watch that video and understand how deep this thing is that I'm talking to you guys about. Okay? £1.25 billion worth of empty property in one single borough alone, Southwark. Okay, not to mention the thousands, yes, I said it correctly, the thousands of other empty properties in all of these other boroughs, such as Newham, such as Camden, such as all of the other ones mentioned. Okay, Lewisham. Look at Yogesh. He says, I found a few. Yes, deals in London, definitely. Okay, Andy says he's been on once before a little while ago. Welcome back, Andy. Welcome to have you back. Feel free to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date every time we drop another video. Now, let me go into what I was going to break down. So, this is the point I want you to understand about the income surfing strategy method, okay? The income surfing strategy method, I've already broken down for you guys who are with us at the beginning of the stream, 3 paramount factors about surfing which relate to the income surfing strategy, which we're going to get into in a moment. But what I want you to understand after those 3 points about surfing is the masses are being miseducated and misled, okay? You need to write that down. Make sure you got your notepad, iPad, tablet, whatever it is, and write that down. The masses are being miseducated and misled, okay? Why is this so important? I'm going to tell you why this is so important, that the masses are being miseducated and misled. The reason it's so important is because whilst houses go empty, £1.25 billion worth of empty properties apparently in the national borough, in the London borough of Southwark alone, whilst houses in the thousands go empty, property investors walk around looking on Rightmove, looking on Zoopla, saying, oh, there are no deals. Saying, oh, he's taken the last deal in the whole of Lambeth. He's taken the last deal in the whole of Southwark. There's £1.25 billion worth of property that's empty, guys. Are you, look, let me get this really, really simple for you guys. Are you telling me that most of those properties that are empty are owned by actual owner occupiers? Well, obviously by default of the fact that they're empty means that it's most likely they're not owner occupied properties. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? I'm using American language when I say owner occupied. Let me get into my British language for my UK audience, which is the majority of our audience. Are you telling me that these properties are residential homeowners properties? Are you telling me these are properties that someone has bought to live in for themselves? The answer is no, it's impossible. If I buy a house to live in it myself and I don't have another house to go and live in, how can my house be empty? Does that mean I'm just living on the streets for the fun of it? No, guys. I can guarantee you the majority of that £1.25 billion worth of Southwark property, which is empty, is owned by property investors, so-called property investors, what I'd call accidental landlords, possibly retiring landlords. Those properties are majoritarily owned by people who are not making any rent, not making any money on those properties. Guys, that's an opportunity for you. Guys, that's an opportunity for me. Guys, that's how we change our financial situation, by understanding that the majority of the world, the masses, are being miseducated and thus misled. Let me share something with you from the Bible. Matthew chapter 15 verse 14. It says something so powerful. It says, leave them alone. They are blind leaders. And if the blind lead the blind, they all fall in the ditch. Why is it so relevant, that statement that I just shared with you? I'm telling you something. If most people are being misled, if most people are being miseducated, what does that mean for someone like you and someone like me who knows the actual truth? You see, one word is just ringing in my head. Advantage, 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 advantage. What is the one thing that means for you and I, if we know the truth and we're not being miseducated and we're not being misled? What does that mean for us in our property journey? Somebody tell me, please. Does that not mean that we have an extreme advantage? Does that not mean that we can win every single time whilst people are losing because they're not aware. Listen, I don't make the unaware, guys. It's not my fault. Don't blame me if they're unaware. I'm not saying they should stay unaware. I do the live show for free so they don't have to be unaware. All you've got to do is hit share. Then they won't be unaware. But the point I'm making, guys, is if the masses are being miseducated and thus misled, that means for people like you and I who are serious about creative property investing, we have a great advantage. Okay? Sometimes I sit with my coaching clients and I giggle. I actually giggle. I'm telling you guys. I've been in sessions with my coaching clients where I just start laughing and they look at me like, Sammy, why are you laughing? And I have to share it with them. I have to share it with the guys. I have to say, look, guys, the reason I'm laughing is because I'm thinking to myself, how many groups of people are doing what we're doing right now? How many groups of people are actually setting up our children and children's children for generational wealth because of what we're doing in property? Sometimes I've just got to laugh, guys. Masses are being miseducated. Okay? Masses are being miseducated. Let's go further. Let them alone. They're blind leaders. Leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, they will fall in the ditch. All right? Let me jump into more miseducation. I just want you guys to grab this. I want you guys to have this. I want you guys to understand exactly what we're talking about. All right? So I'm going to jump into this article. Just give you something, and then we're gonna wrap up on the income surfing strategy. Okay, don't buy into the housing hype. This article was from the 21st of July, also, which is just 3 days ago. I want you to understand this. This came 3 days ago, guys. 3 days ago. 3 days ago, they're producing articles with headlines saying, don't buy into the housing hype. Hope you understand this. Half of those who recently moved say they regret paying too much. Here's how to avoid that being you. Nearly a quarter of home buyers paid over the asking price during the pandemic. A recent survey reveals that half of UK home buyers regret how much they paid. 9 in 10 say they had found problems they hadn't noticed during viewings. Many buyers rushed ahead with purchases after only seeing the property once. Others didn't visit at all, relying instead on video viewings and photos, because that's what you got told by estate agents. You can't view. You got told by estate agents, we can do a virtual viewing. Some people, like I said about surfing, love to relax on the beach when really they need to be active in the sea. Let's keep going. Mother of one, Lena Slater, was dreaming of a home with more downstairs space, a garage and a drive, but she was in no rush to move. After just one viewing, however, she and husband Paul, 42, realized how greatly they had underestimated the property market. Houses were flying off the market and viewings were filled up with dozens of potential buyers, many willing to go well above the asking price. Lena, who works in marketing, says people were going crazy, especially for houses in their area. They suddenly felt this sense of urgency. Herd mentality. Guys, I've spoken to you guys about this before on one of our previous videos. Okay? And I've also spoken about this on several of the live shows. Herd mentality. I hope you see what this woman who's from marketing, this lady who's in marketing said. She said, listen, we started feeling the buzz and then we thought we had to rush. Hope you're listening to this. Flying off the market, viewings were filled up with dozens of potential buyers, many willing to go well above the asking price. Lena, who works in marketing, says people were going crazy, especially for houses in their area. Check this out. If I say people are going crazy and I start doing what people are doing, what does that mean I'm doing? Think about it. We suddenly felt this sense of urgency. We had the decision to go and we just had to leap. The couple from Hertfordshire put in an offer for one house which Lena admits needed some work doing at £7,000 above the asking price, but they were outbid at the 11th hour by a buyer who offered £30,000 more. Hope you're listening to this. In the end, they found a 4-bedroom property which they bought for £10,000 over the asking price. But now Lena, 41, is questioning whether they did the right thing, and she's not alone. Research by Aviva last week found nearly a quarter of home buyers paid over the asking price during the pandemic, compared with 8%. This is from 8% to 25%, to nearly 25% in the previous year. Worryingly, the survey revealed half of UK buyers regret how much they paid. Guys, I can go into this more. I could go into this more, but I don't want to. I don't want to belabor the point. The reason I brought up these two articles is to help you understand this strategy I'm talking to you about. The income surfing strategy is a very simple strategy. Okay? It's very simple. You see, when you are on the shore, like I shared earlier, you're with most people. You're with the Lenas of the world. Okay? And Lena, I apologize that happened to you. It would have been great if you were a viewer of this show, because hopefully that would have never happened to you. But guys, you see, when you're on the shore, you're just listening to what the masses are doing. You say they're acting crazy, but then you start acting the same, which is acting crazy. Okay, so that's what people do on the shore. When you're in the sea, you think slightly differently. But even when you're in the sea, some people are swimmers and some people are not swimmers. Some people are surfers. So you've got to ask yourself, am I going to do what the swimmers are doing, or am I going to do what the surfers are doing? The surfers are looking for the wave. The swimmers are trying to avoid the wave. Then when you understand that you are actually looking for the wave, you see, the swimmer, the real swimmers, the ideal swimmers, they're looking for the pocket in the wave, where they're going to sit, relax on their board and enjoy the surf. The income surfing strategy is a very, very simple strategy. So you might be asking, so what is the income surfing strategy? What is the strategy part? How does the income part come into it? You see, if you apply the 3 keys we've shared about surfing to property, to profitable property, income generating approaches, your whole world will change. Let me break it down how you can do that. Let me break down how I've done that. When I secure a successful property venture, when I start generating income from a successful property, the first thing I do after that is I will create a marketing campaign for the exact same area. Okay, why would I create a marketing campaign for the exact same area? Because I want to ride the wave. If I take a HMO property in a specific borough in London, and I know that that property is generating me £4,200 a month, of which £1,600 a month is coming out as profit. If I've got a deal like that, okay, £1,600 a month is a great profit. If the ROI stacks up and makes sense, okay, for that investment, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to invest £500, £600, £1,000, depending on what it takes for the decider of the marketing campaign I'm going to choose. And I am going to market to that specific road, street, area vehemently. Why am I going to do that? Simple, because I'm going to ride the wave. This is what I call the income surfing strategy. When you see that you can generate income in a powerful way from a particular property opportunity, from a particular property approach, all you've got to do is ride that wave. Increase your marketing to that area. Employ a new marketing strategy in that area. Speak to more people in that area. You see, because the moment you do that, what you do is you unlock the potential of the same deal you've already done. You've already done the deal, which is generating 4,200, 1,600, £1,600 of that being profit every single month. So why wouldn't you want more of those? If you've got that deal locked in and you're getting that 15%, 24%, 36%, depending on your situation, but you're getting that return on investment from that particular property asset, all you've got to do is ride that wave. You see the income is coming from that property, so now surf that wave. Guys, the marketing side of it, okay? The finding the great deal side of it, that's the stuff we teach. That's the stuff we teach. We've been teaching that stuff for years, okay? But this strategy, you need to employ it. If you've got a deal, if you've got a deal in your portfolio, this is for the more advanced investors. If you've got a deal in your portfolio that is cash flowing beyond all your other deals, if you've got a deal in your portfolio that's made you more money than any of your other deals, you know what you need to do? You need to start income surfing on that property. You need to start income surfing on that property. You need to start to identify and find several other properties in the exact same area, which are following the exact same framework with the exact same approach, and do those deals now. You see, the income surfing strategy is what very, very successful investors like myself have used in order to rapidly increase our portfolio sizes. It's the strategy we've used in order to rapidly shift our position as we invest in property. That is the income surfing strategy. Now, guys, I've got a few announcements to share with you, but look, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you're getting value. Let me know in the chat if you've taken something new. Let me know in the chat. when you're going to use the income surfing strategy. How soon is it going to take you to start using that strategy? Let me know in the live chat. And for those of you who are watching this on a replay, let me know below. Comment below how you're going to use the income surfing strategy in your property investing journey. Now listen guys, I want to say a great big thank you to all of you guys who have let me know when you win. There are people who reach out to me, whether it be through Facebook Messenger, in the Facebook group that we've got, link in the description, whether it be in any other way, that say to me, some of you just jump on the show and you're like, Samuel, I just got another deal. Samuel, I just got this. Samuel, I just got that. Samuel, guys, let me tell you something. For any single one of you, okay, that reach out to me and let me know that you're winning, I appreciate you. Thank you, okay? Because you remind me why I do this. Okay. And for those of you who get wins off the content you get here and don't tell me anything, that's okay. That's okay. All right. That's okay. But guys, if you are one of those people who are going to start income surfing, I'd love for you to let me know in the chat. I see Yogesh's comment. He said value income surfing. Listen, guys, let me say this right now. Okay. I've got massive appreciation for every single one of you. A great big thank you for every single one of you who've reached out to me and let me know when you're winning. A great big thank you to every single one of you who've hit the subscribe button and said, you know what, I want to grow with Samuel. I can win. I want this channel to grow. I want other people to know about this because he's giving so much value. Okay. Great big thank you to all of you guys. You guys who have jumped in, used our Amazon wish list in order for you guys to buy something for our content creation studio that we're actually in the process of building and is nearly actually coming to a completion. I'm looking forward to that. Getting some new space. Guys, listen, who likes some of the things we've been doing in the studio? Who likes the fact that now I can show you what I'm drinking? Who likes that, guys? Okay? Because I want you guys to understand that these features that we put inside of my office, we're just getting ready to move it all to the content creation studio, guys. That's why we're doing this. We're just doing this because the content creation studio is nearly complete. So we're trying to put all our things together. Who loves this stuff? What do you like best? What do you like best? Do you like seeing my desk? You like seeing my face? You like the other views we've had for the people in the back? Those of you who know what I'm talking about, hashtag people in the back. All right. Guys, let me know what you are getting value out of in the show, okay? Because it helps. It helps. The more you guys let me know, the more it helps for me to do more with you guys. All right. Now, for those of you who are ready, okay, we have our key resource that I want to share with you guys on today's show because I want to keep you guys equipped, okay? I want to keep you guys equipped. And guys, I'm loving the fact that you guys are blowing up the comments. Unfortunately, today I'm not even looking in the comments too deep, but I want to keep you guys equipped. You know me. So for those of you who haven't, I'm going to encourage you, go get your free copy of the Sourcing Blueprint. This is a free ebook that I created. It's 21 pages maximum. It's a quick read, but it will give you all of the key cornerstones you need in order for you to start finding great property deals. That is the Sourcing Blueprint, guys. It's absolutely free. The link is going to be in the live chat. The link is also right there on screen, sourcingblueprint.com. Go take full advantage and get yourself the Sourcing Blueprint to your email right now. All right. Now, with that being shared, some of you are going to be interested in supporting us for our studio build. For those of you who are interested in supporting our studio build, you can go to the link impactproperties.co.uk/studio build, where we will help you to be able for you to help us to buy something from our Amazon wish list and contribute to the channel in terms of the studio build. So the whole Amazon wish list is there. There's not everything for the studio on there because Amazon doesn't sell everything, as you know, but there are some things on there. All of the building materials are not on there. We've had to use building materials and pay for them ourselves. But again, guys, for those of you who want to donate to the channel, for those of you who have a passion to invest in the channel in some way, shape or form, you can use the link right there. And for those of you who have questions, what we're going to encourage you guys to do from now on each of these shows is drop a donation, whatever that is, drop a donation, then come back to the chat on the next tab of your computer or on the next screen on your iPhone, on your tablet, on your device, whatever you're using, and basically put a £sign and then your specific question in the chat so we can give you guys massive value all the time. All right. Now, also, what we're going to be doing in the future is we're going to be allowing people to jump on the show live. We're going to actually allow viewers to jump on the show live with their camera and everything. If you think that's going to be a good feature, just write in the chat the word feature or just put the letter F We know you're talking about feature when you put the letter F in the chat. We've basically, I've got a number of my coaching clients who I'd love to bring and give you value, guys, just people that I've poured into, and more importantly, they've gone and produced real powerful results. I want to start bringing those people onto the show. We're now at episode 67. Why wait till episode 100? So because I want to start bringing on some of my coaching clients, I've also got contacts and friends. You guys know, as I used to host one of the largest networking events in the UK, I've got a number of contacts who are specialists in the property in so many different fields. I want to start bringing them on the show. But more importantly, guys, this is a community effort. So I don't just want to bring in people that you look at and think, oh, they're big shots, or people you look at and think, oh, they're mega investors. I want to bring you guys on the show. So let me know in the chat. Just put the letter F in the chat. Let me know, or write the word feature if you think that would be a great addition to our show. If we start bringing guests on the show, whether it be, we've brought guests on the show before. We brought mortgage brokers on the show. We brought wealth managers on the show. We've brought, coaches on the show before. Let me know, guys, if you think it would be great, not only to get more guests on the show, my friends and family, my contacts, but side by side with that, if you will get value from us bringing you guys on the show, actual viewers to connect with me, maybe ask your questions, and video on everything on the show. Let me know if you'd like that as a feature. Just put the letter F in the show. Now, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, Impact Properties London. That's the way you get daily motivation. You see, the live show happens once a week, but you get daily motivation by following us on the Instagram. So we'll put some more grams on your Insta. So go and jump onto that so you can connect with us there. Now, I made this announcement a couple of weeks back. I didn't want to forget, but I'm just going to say it again. Anyone who's interested in jumping on our online training program, I would encourage you to probably do that before the 1st of August. On the 1st of August, the team have said to me, we are going to be having our 2021 price increase. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just nice like that. So it is what it is. Enough said. Now, moving on further to that, I see Ikhinmwin in the chat. She says, yes, feature. I see Yogesh in the chat. He says, feature. If you are someone who really loves the $3.99 content, you just want to learn so much more about property, but you don't want to pay anything, go press the link that we've just put in the live chat right now. That link will help you guys. Okay, that link, as Jim Rohn used to say, that link will help you go every which way but loose. Okay, so that is our 21 days of your property investing success. You can get that by going to impactproperties.co.uk/day1. That will take you to the first day of the 21 days of your property investing success. That journey of 21 live streams is extremely powerful, and guys, it was made for you. So go and tap into that and make sure you use that to the best of your ability. Now, as the show comes to an end, what I want to do is encourage you guys, if you have not already, because some of you haven't, and I don't know why you haven't, but if you have not already, go and watch this video right here where I'm going to break down for you guys what your estate agent does not want you to know. I don't know why they want you to know it. I used to be an estate agent. Well, actually, when I was an estate agent, I didn't want you to know it either. But if you want to know what your estate agent doesn't want you to know, go and watch this video right here. It's going to be of massive value to you. And with that being said, remember, small keys open up big doors. Happy investing.